Welcome everybody, I'm Chad with the Geeks, and if this is your first time here, we're glad you're here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of our content that we'd like to bring you. Like today, we're here at the Donkey Lady Bridge in San Antonio. This bridge has an infamous past, and as you can't tell, it's been remodeled just a little bit, but the story goes like this. This tale takes us back to the 1950s, when a small family lived just down this old, now abandoned county road. One dark and cold night, as the children and his wife were sleeping, the Donkey Lady's husband set fire to the house. The young lady, in efforts to save her children, was horrifically burned by the enraging fire. Unfortunately, her children were taken by that fire, and she was left for dead, tragically disfigured by the intense heat. So much so that the flesh on her hands had melted together, leaving her with appendages that resembled the hooves of a donkey. Now, the Donkey Lady haunts the river below, seeking revenge for her children, and mourning the loss she suffered that terrible night. Today we're here to just kind of look around at this beautiful scenery. It is quite lovely here, and see if there's anything that might want to communicate with us. We've just crossed the bridge and I'm walking down what you can tell used to be an old road. You can still see the centerline stripe painting here, but this road has long been closed. But we're going to venture off back down here just a little bit to see what's off the beaten path. I know the bridge is what gets the attention, but we're going to go around this corner now that it's been abandoned for a while and see what's back here. It is a little apocalyptica kind of feeling back here, like, you know, like this could easily have been used in the scenes of Walking Dead. Nature's kind of taken back over the road here, and it's kind of cool. It's definitely different, that's for sure. You don't get to see this too many times, where a road's just been completely back overgrown and fallen limbs and things like that. I will say, San Antonio, you need to come in here and do some brush clear out, otherwise you're gonna have a fire problem this summer. There's a lot of downed wood back here that would easily just go up in flames, so don't do that. Brush management, fire management's important. Control keeping a healthy environment. Man, this is cool. It just goes on and on and on of just old abandoned road. Look at this. Let's do this. Let's get the spirit box out, just kind of back here where nobody goes. Let's do a spirit box session back here. I'm not going to put the big speaker on because I don't want to disturb the wildlife too much back here. Is there anybody that's here that wants to communicate with you? Just to let you know, don't mean any harm or disrespect. We're just curious and we want to speak with you. We want to learn your stories. Is there anybody back here? It is dead calm, pardon the pun, back here. Is the lady of the bridge? I hate to call you the Donkey Lady. I find that a little insensitive, but is the lady of the bridge, the lady of the creek here? We've heard some stories of how you came to be attached to this area. One of them is that you were in a fire. Is that true? The other story is that you were drowned by some guys. Is that true? The hell was that? Okay, hold on, peeps. Something just ran across the road over here. It went right over here. Who's back here? Oh, there's a trail. Look at this. Who just ran across this road? Well, they're not getting anywhere quick that way, though, are they? Okay, that's interesting. So I was doing that spirit box session, and this pathway right here, I turned. I saw me looking kind of off the road, and as I turned to look back up the road, I saw just this black mass like dart across the road. I didn't see it start from all the way over there, but it had to have been coming from there. And I thought it went this way, but like I said, look, that's not getting anywhere fast. I mean, I can see a slight game trail through there, but come on, something would have had to make some noise. None of that looks disturbed at all. Little creeped out right now. Not gonna cover that up a little bit, but I have a secret weapon on me. It's a weapon. I am armed. It was low to the ground and black, but the only thing that could have been would have been a cat. It was too big for a cat. It could have been a pig. Could have been a pig. But usually they're noisy little critters. All right, let's go back to doing what we were doing. Maybe I spooked it and it's more scared of me, right? We can always go with that theory. Did I just see you run across the road? No. Can you tell us your name? This is a lady that haunts the bridge here. That just sounded like I said I'm here. Can you tell us your name, young lady? Did I say Karen? We'll have to, yeah, I would definitely like to not call you the donkey lady. I would like to know your real name. What's your name, young lady? How did you die? Cruel? Was it by fire? No. Fall in? Did someone push you into the water? Yep. So you died by drowning? Did you die by drowning? Was it an accident? No. Were you murdered? Oh, there's some weird stuff. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. The radio, like even in my car, radio stations were hard to come by, and they weren't in English. So the two radio stations I was able to get in my car were not English. We're that far south in San Antonio that we're just kind of on the brink of getting any kind of radio, which is why I'm kind of shocked at how much is actually pinging out of this little radio. Yeah. Did you have children? Why do I want to know? That sounded like you said, why do you want to know? I'm curious about your story. I'm curious about your story and would love to know the truth. Okay. I don't like this feeling. Okay, pause. I don't like this feeling, and this is something I often refer to as the predator and prey syndrome. So when you're a human and you're naturally a predator, right? You have the 3D depth perception, you have the knowledge, you have ambushing skills, you have all those things. You're a hunter anyway. You know, we're from a hunting gathering community, so as a hunter, you know how to stalk. But we also have been eaten by things in our history. And so we've played a balancing act of being a hunter and somebody else's food. And what I'm sensing right now is that I am being hunted. This is no longer a ghost hunt. I legit feel like I'm seeing shadows moving down here. Like this road is creeping me out something fierce. And I don't know if it's just because I have really crappy line of sight, or the fact that I saw something run across the road a minute ago. Tell you what, as much as I'd like to stand here and see if something runs back across this, let's play it safe and let's continue back up at the bridge. Just gonna do the shoot over my shoulder. You know, if something's trying to follow me down this path. So like I said, I feel like I'm being hunted at the moment. It's a little uneasy because I genuinely feel like something is watching me. Like the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. You guys see something behind me, like, don't let me die here. I joke, but okay, this little road is way creepier than the bridge. Way creepier than the bridge. All right, we're back to the bridge now. We're going to start an EVP session here. Just kind of blast through some of this stuff. It's a really pretty area out here though. But it definitely looks like they've done some changes to this bridge. They rebuilt the guardrails and they've kind of turned it into a trailhead spot now. So they've kind of closed it off. This used to be able to drive through and on, but they have closed it down. So we'll see what's going on here. So let's hit record. Cardinals are everywhere, which, you know, they can be a sign of spirits that are wanting to talk to you, which is what my family has always believed, that when you see a cardinal, that it's actually one of your relatives coming to speak with you. So that's pretty cool. There's like 5 or 6 of them over here. But is there anybody here that would like to talk with me right now? I don't know if you get a lot of visitors, but I would sure like to talk with somebody. I got a REM pod on this bridge, and I have a motion box over there on the rail. If you'd like to come sit on the rail with me, you can just sit on that motion box and set it off, or you can touch this REM pod right here if you know how to do that, if you've ever done it. In fact, I'll just walk up close to it, and just like that. That's all you got to do is get close. You don't even have to fully touch it. Oh, there goes the music box. Interesting. Can you set that music box off again? There is moving water under us, so they say where there's moving water, that's usually something that can generate energy. I mean, we take energy from the water, hydroelectricity. Moving water does have kinetic potential energy, so it makes sense that there's some kind of energy in flowing water. So why are you still here? What the hell was that? I hope I got that on audio. That legit sounded like a woman. Sounds like a crying woman. Are you crying? I mean, I'm totally alone. There is no one anywhere here. I hear birds, and that's it. You can hear the highway. It's about 3 or 4 miles down the road, but that legit sounded like a woman crying. Do you need some help? It actually sounds like it might be coming from down this pathway just a little bit. There goes a cardinal. It is really pretty out here, though. Oh, there goes the music box. The music box is right over here, down here. I don't know if you can see it. Right down there. So I'm well out of its path range. It's only got about 100-degree viewing angle, which basically, if you think 45's coming off the little circle end of it, there's plenty of space for me not to be there. But it is starting to drizzle, and I don't know if the rain could set it off, since it is a motion detector. Though I think if the rain was going to set it off, it'd be doing it more frequently. Is there anybody out here? That sounded like a yes. What's your name? If you come talk to me, I should be able to hear you. Can you see me out here? Out. I thought I heard a woman cry a minute ago. Was that you? There's definitely a female voice in there. There we go. Faster. I like it faster. Did someone kill you and leave you here? Did they throw your body into this creek? Yell? You tried to yell? Something just moved in the water over here. Something kind of big, too. I'm sure it was a fish, but... that sounded like female crying on the spirit box. Why are you sad? There's a man and a female voice there. Are you aware they call you the donkey lady? There's definitely something trying to talk. That's actually kind of unexpected. I would like to first thank those of you that tried to communicate with us, even if you weren't able to actually get through to us. I want to thank you for that. And I hope you're at peace for a while. It sure is peaceful here. But again, thank you for communicating, and I hope to communicate with you again sometime in the future. And guys, this was a really great location. If you ever get a chance to come down here, I would recommend it. The bridge itself isn't really creepy, but I'll tell you what, that little road that bends around back that way that's been abandoned, there's something going on back there. Well, and there you have the Donkey Lady Bridge. Until next time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow us for more content. Check us out on Facebook at the TX Ghost Geeks. It's because we're in Texas, TX Ghost Geeks. And watch for any of the events that we put on. You can come join us at an investigation or at one of our workshops where you can learn all the geeky stuff about being a ghost hunter. Because we do a little bit more than just investigations. We also build our own equipment and do all sorts of experimental stuff. We are big experimenters because, again, we're engineers, data scientists, computer engineers, medical professionals. So we're a very diverse group of scientists in reality. So we like to bring the scientific method to a lot of what we do. We collect so much data and go through stuff like that. So if you'd like to come and join and be a part of that, just again follow us and keep tabs on us. Hit that little notification icon and you'll be the first to know about new things that are coming out. Until next time, thanks from the Ghost Geeks.